Did Joseph Smith lie about practicing polygamy? Historical records show that Joseph Smith did, in fact, marry plural wives, yet denied having wives other than his first wife, Emma. Given that Smith had no legal wives other than Emma, his denials, though misleading, were technically correct. Legally, he had only one wife. Smith's public denials of being married to plural wives may also have been influenced by what he had recently learned from the book of Abraham, in which God commanded Abraham to deny that Sarah was his wife, in order to prevent the Egyptians from killing him in order to take his wife from him. In one of his last sermons before going to Carthage jail, Joseph said, "What a thing it is for a man to be accused of having 7 wives when I can only find one." Here he is indicating that he just has his one legal wife, Emma Hale Smith, which isn't correct. Additionally, Joseph is entering into plural marriages in Nauvoo that are not legal at the time, but that he expects will become legal later through a marriage ordinance intended to enable making plural marriages retroactively legal that's passed by the Nauvoo City Council in 1842. So, at the time that Joseph is making the denials that he has any wives other than Emma, he is legally telling the truth. Is he lying? He's definitely saying something that's designed to mislead, in the sense that he's trying to keep his polygamy secret. Who was Joseph Smith's first plural wife in Nauvoo, and why is it important? While it was traditionally believed that Joseph Smith's first Nauvoo plural wife was Louisa Beeman, recent findings indicate that the first was Zina Huntington Jacobs. This is significant because Zina, unlike Louisa Beeman, was not only legally married to someone else, she was also 7 months pregnant, a fact with implications for Joseph Smith's motives for instituting Nauvoo polygamy. Are there any sources that explain how Joseph Smith's plural wives felt about their marriage to Smith? Little contemporaneous evidence exists for most of Smith's plural marriages. In the case of Eliza R. Snow, however, we have her journal entry on the day she became the plural wife of Joseph Smith. She writes in part, "This is a day of much interest to my feelings. Reflecting on past occurrences, a variety of thoughts have presented themselves to my mind with regard to events which have chased each other in rapid succession in the scenery of human life. As an individual, I have not passed altogether unnoticed by change in reference to present circumstances and future prospects. The grace of God is sufficient, therefore I will not fear. I will put my trust in Him who is mighty to save, rejoicing in His goodness and determined to live by every word that proceedeth out of His mouth." When Eliza first learned about the principle of plural marriage, she believed it was, quote, "repugnant and abhorrent." However, she says that she went to God and asked Him to enlighten her, quote, "and He did." She became convinced that not only was plural marriage right, but that she needed to, quote, "quench her womanly emotions" and enter into the practice. Eliza became a fierce advocate for the principle throughout her life and served as the General Relief Society president of the church for over 20 years until the time of her death in 1887. For more on Joseph Smith and polygamy, visit MormonismExplained.org. Thanks for watching.